Okay, I wanted to ask you something about staffing as well, so maybe you could tell me a little bit about what you see happening with bringing the two staff together post-merger.
Sure. Thanks, Rowan. All of this is set out one way or the other in university policy and procedures and in the collective agreement, but I'll just cover off on how these processes are handled here at RMIT. The first stage is what's called a business case. This is a document that goes to the Vice Chancellor and has to be signed off by HR and the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic first. The business case sets out how we will be merging those two staff groups. The Vice Chancellor will then decide that this is acceptable or that she wants changes to it. Once she decides all that, once it is acceptable, it then comes back for consultation. So we have a brief period where we talk to any affected staff about this, and it then goes to all staff for an official 2-week consultation period. At the end of that period, we take any advice or any suggestions people have and look at those. If there's major changes that are raised as a result of those comments, we then go back to the Vice Chancellor with an amended business case, and she considers that again, and we go through another cycle of the Vice Chancellor's approval on the business case, consultation, and so forth. If there's no major changes to the business case after consultation, we go into what's called an implementation period. Now, the business case itself will have mapping of positions and so forth. So anybody that is in an existing position that's not changed, for instance, there'll be no effect, and that's stated in the business case. But during the implementation period, we do any internal advertising that's necessary. We also go through any mapping decisions that are necessary and work through these issues with staff and the NTU as necessary. At the end of the implementation period, we then start the new structure. The aim right now is that we have a new structure going by July 16th. However, that's dependent upon a number of factors, but that is the aim right now.
Right, and what can staff expect during the consultation period that you discussed? What will happen specifically?
The business case will be distributed to each staff member. I'll also be answering questions and seeing as many staff as possible to describe what we're trying to do and how it's being done. And we'll talk to any affected staff either during the consultation period or, if we possibly can, before the consultation period. There'll also be an email address for any feedback to be sent to, so that by the end of the consultation period we have one lot of feedback on the plan.
Right. Great. Okay, and so if staff have any concerns about this, at this stage, the best thing they can do is just discuss it on the blog or just
That's
know
right.
that there's going to be a time when
Yes.
everything can be discussed, when everything is known.
Yes,
and
exactly.
it's gone through. Okay, great.